Sarah. I'm so happy you're here. You're listening to the My Felt Story podcast, your place for Torah stories. From Avraham Avinu to Moshe Rabbeinu, we learn how to love and serve Hashem and how to be kind to our fellow friends. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. This is the story of Matan Torah, the story of when Hashem gave the Torah to the Jewish nation. When the Jewish people left Mitzrayim, they were so happy to leave Parai and the Egyptians behind. They were happy to be free from slavery and hard work. But also, the Jewish people knew that they were going to receive the Torah, Hashem's most precious gift. Every day, the Jewish people prepared themselves to be ready to receive Hashem's special present. They had been slaves in Mitzrayim for so long, and now they needed to prepare their hearts and minds. It took 7 weeks to work through all the different parts of their character. Do you know how many days that is? 7 days in 7 weeks is 49. After 49 days of preparing, they would be ready. Each week, the Jewish people worked on a different part of themselves. In the first week, they worked on their chesed, their loving kindness. Each day, they thought about how to be kind to others and also how to be kind to themselves. They thought about love and giving and all the ways they could improve their chesed. In the second week, they worked on Devorah, their strength. They thought about how to have good boundaries and how to set limits and how to have self-control when necessary. In the third week, the Jewish people worked on Tiferes, which is beauty and harmony. This week, they worked on finding balance between chesed and Devorah. When you have too much of one ingredient, it's not balanced. When you have the right amount of each ingredient, you have balance, which is Tiferes, harmony. Each week, the Jewish people worked on another midah until they had completed all their preparations and were ready to receive the Torah. All this time, the Jewish people were traveling in the Midbar, desert, with Moshe Rabbeinu. They had a special cloud called the Onon HaKavod that protected them from all sides, flattened the desert ground, and cleared all the dangerous animals from their path. The cloud also protected the Jewish people from the hot desert sun and kept their clothing fresh and clean. The Onon HaKavod showed the way during the day, and at night there was a fire to light up the path. The Jewish people felt safe and protected with Hashem's special cloud. After a few weeks of traveling, the cloud stopped right in front of Midbar Sinai, which meant it was time for the Jewish people to stop traveling and set up their tents. They camped in front of a mountain. Do you know the name of the mountain? There's a medrash that says that when Hashem was looking for a mountain on which to give the Torah, all the mountains began competing for the position, each mountain claiming that it was better than the others. One mountain said, "I am the tallest. The Torah should be given on me." Well, look at my base. It is the widest in all the land. The Torah should be given on me, said another mountain. While the mountains all argued about why the Torah should be given on them, Har Sinai remained quiet. He didn't brag about himself. He wasn't the tallest, and he wasn't the widest, but he was the happiest, happy with himself. Har Sinai knew, Hashem loves me just the way I am. Was Har Sinai right? He was. Hashem loved Har Sinai just the way he was. And he loves us just the way we are. Even if we make mistakes, and even if we're not perfect, Hashem made us, and we can know that He loves us too. And so Hashem chose Har Sinai to give the Torah on. Hashem wanted to teach us to be humble. Being humble means to know your strengths without bragging about them. And only with humility can we be open to receive and learn Hashem's Torah. So when the Anon HaKavod stopped in front of Har Sinai, the Jewish people knew it was time to stop traveling and set up their tents. They were so excited because it was getting closer to when they would receive the Torah. All the Jewish people felt loving towards one another. They were united like one man with one heart. Ki'ish echad belev echad. Hashem told Moshe, I love the Jewish people so much. I want to give them mitzvahs so they can be a holy nation. Do they want my mitzvahs? Before Moshe went to ask the Jewish people, all the angels in heaven were protesting. Wait! It's not fair to give the Torah to the Jewish people. What about the other nations? Maybe they would like the Torah. So Hashem said, Sure, go ahead and ask the other nations. So a Malach angel took the Torah and went to ask the nations. First, he asked the nation of Edom, the children of Esav, Would you like Hashem's Torah? Well, what does it say in the Torah? The Malach said, It says in the Torah that you mustn't take someone's life. Our people are wild and like to use swords. I don't think the Torah will be a good fit for us. So off the Malach went. He went to the nation of Ammon and Moav. He asked them, Would you like Hashem's Torah? Well, what's in your Torah? They asked. It says you must be respectful of each other. Our people are not so respectful. No thank you. The Malach took the Torah and continued to the people of Yishmael. He asked them, Would you like Hashem's Torah? They asked, Well, what's in the Torah? It says you mustn't take what isn't yours. The people of Yishmael liked to take things without asking. No thank you, they said. The Malach came to the Jewish people. He asked, Would you like Hashem's Torah? Without hesitation, every single Jewish soul answered, Naseh v'nishma. We will do and we will listen. They didn't ask what's inside the Torah. They knew without a doubt that they wanted to be close to Hashem. No matter what it said, they wanted it. So when Moshe went to the Jewish people to ask them Hashem's question, they all said together in unison, Yes, we will do all that Hashem has said. Moshe went back to the mountain to tell Hashem what the Jewish people replied. Hashem told Moshe that the Jewish people should prepare for Matan Torah for 3 days. He told them to wash all their clothes so it's fresh and clean, and they should continue to be kind and loving to their friends and have kind thoughts. Hashem asked Moshe to put a fence around the mountain so that no one could go near it or touch it. It was so holy, only Moshe could go up the mountain. The night before Matan Torah, the Jewish people wanted to prepare in the best way possible. They decided to go to sleep nice and early so their neshama could be close to Hashem. When we sleep, some of our neshama goes to Hashem. And when we wake up, we say Moida Ani and thank Hashem for returning our neshama back inside our bodies. The Jewish people wanted their neshama to be so holy and pure for Matan Torah. They thought sleeping was the best way to prepare. But when morning came and all the people were sleeping, Hashem had to wake them up with loud thunder and lightning. Moshe brought all the people from the camp towards the mountain, and they stood at the bottom of the mountain. Hashem came out to greet the Jews, like a chassan going to greet his kala. All the Jewish people were there, and all the neshamas were there too. Yes, even your neshama was there at Har Sinai. And then Hashem started saying the Aseret HaDibros, the 10 Commandments. Anochi Hashem Elokecha. I am Hashem who took you out of Mitzrayim, where you were slaves. The voice of Hashem rang through the entire earth. There was no echo, because an echo is when sound bounces off an object. Hashem's voice permeated the entire earth. The next Dibra was said, "You may not serve idols." After 2 Dibros, the people were so overwhelmed from all the sounds they heard, they took a step back. They said, "Moshe, please tell us, because the voice of Hashem is too much for us to handle." Moshe said, "Don't be afraid. Hashem loves you and wants to be close to you." Moshe continued saying the rest of the Dibros. 3. You may not make a promise in Hashem's name. 4. Remember Shabbos and keep it holy. You can work for 6 days, and on Shabbos you must rest. Just like Hashem made the world in 6 days and rested on the 7th, you can save all the beautiful things that you buy during the week and keep it for Shabbos. Shabbos is a special day for Hashem. 5. Honor your mother and your father, and Hashem will bless you with a long life. 6. You shall not take another's life. 7. You shall not take another's wife. 8. You shall not steal things from people. 9. You shall not lie about what you saw or heard someone do. Always tell the truth. And the last one, you shall not be jealous of your friend's stuff. Be happy with the things that Hashem gave you. And if there's something you want, ask Hashem for it. Hashem has plenty of things and can give it to you too. Moshe told the Jewish people many, many more mitzvahs about how to be close to Hashem and be kind to fellow friends. Hashem loves and cares so much about people and wants us to be kind and care too. Hashem says that if we serve Him and keep His mitzvahs, He will bless our food and drink and keep us healthy and happy and safe from all harm. Hashem said to Moshe, "Come up on the mountain and let's spend 40 days together. I will teach you Torah, and you will be able to teach it to all the people." Moshe went up the mountain. There was a big cloud that covered the mountain, and you couldn't see Moshe anymore. The people waited at the base of the mountain for Moshe to come back. Hashem gave Moshe 2 beautiful luchos made of blue sapphire with the Aseres HaDibros engraved on it. Every year on Shavuos, we listen to the Aseres HaDibros. Hashem gave us the Torah on the 6th day of Sivan, and that's the day of Shavuos. When we listen to the Aseres HaDibros in Shul, we can imagine ourselves standing by Har Sinai, listening to Moshe Rabbeinu. We can also think about how lucky we are that Hashem chose us to give us His most precious Torah, and we have so many beautiful mitzvahs that we can do to love Hashem, to love our friends, and light up the world. And that's it for today, friends. I hope you enjoyed the story. Would you like to print a fun activity sheet? You can download it from my website. Just click the link in the show notes. There's also a felt set that helps you learn, tell, and play the story in your own special way. Check it out at myfeltstory.com. Sending you lots of love until next time.